Hey, love. Hey, hey, hey. So, we're going to be talking about how if you want to truly put on your crown, you're going to need these five methods in order to be overcome self-doubt and build your confidence with clarity. We are going to be teaching the crown method. Hey, so if you don't know me, let me just I am Queen A. I am a clarity coach. I help people just like you overcome self-doubt, understand what fear is so you can walk into that and build your confidence with clarity. And if you are tired of just living in the same routine and feeling doubtful over and over, and you just like, I'm always just doubtful. I'm always, angry, just a little angry bird, and I just don't understand why. And I want to overcome these things and move forward. Now, if you have heavy trauma, then I like to say I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist, and I do not proclaim to be anything of such. All right. So if you're ready to move forward, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure and hit that follow button. So I think it's like subscribe, and then you have to hit the like the scribe all. That's what it is on here. Okay. Now the reason why I want to teach y'all this method is because what we're seeing now here is a whole lot of follow the leader, is like I like to call it, which is why a lot of people are living in self doubt, which is why a lot of people are living in fear because they're following behind other people that are living in self doubt, that are living in fear as well. And they truly don't even understand how to overcome their self doubt and be confident. And I want to ask you something. When you want to overcome self confidence, when you want to learn how to walk into your fears or anything, what should you who should you do or what should you be looking for? You should be looking for the environment of people or the individuals or that environment, people, places, or things that will push you forward in that way. Instead, with everybody loving online and have this social media, high, as I like to call it, what we're seeing is everybody is following people who have no idea of how to even be respectful. That's a problem. If you're following somebody that don't even know how to be respectful, how can you possibly expect them to show you how to overcome your self-doubt? Put in a chat. That's just like, for instance, you when you're looking for help with your health, let's say you like, what, I don't know why I keep getting sick, I don't know why I keep getting headaches, I don't know why I keep coughing, whatever the case may be. Or you want to go to the grocery store and go to their counter and say, you know what, I would like to talk to somebody about my headaches. Or are you going to go to the bakery and say, hey, go to their counter and say, hey, I would like to talk to you about why I'm just coughing all the time? No, you're not. You're going to seek somebody who has specialty in the area that you're searching for. So that means you're going to seek somebody who has specialty in healthcare. But when it comes to our health, mentally, when we're trying to overcome self-doubt, when we're trying to overcome, our fears, when we're trying to understand failures, things of this nature, respect, when we're even just trying to be conscious enough about how to make choices, why do we tend to talk to people who have no experience dealing with that? And what I mean by that is we will go to our family and friends and they have no specialty in that area. That's not what they do. They don't help people overcome self-doubt, but yet that's who we will go to. Now, let me say this. I'm not saying sometimes it's okay to go to friends. Sometimes it's okay to go to family. Sometimes. But a lot of times we need to be going to seek specialists who specialize in that area. And that is what we do here. So if you are somebody that is in need of overcoming self-doubt, is in need of making great choices, you understand, well, what is great choices, Queen A? What is respect? What is health? If you want to get clarity on them things and you tired of being confused in that area and going based off your feelings, then guess what? This channel is for you. That's the reason why I want to make sure that I give out this 5-step method that I call the crown method. Okay, we have crowned this method right here. And this will help you overcome everything that I have just talked to you about. And it doesn't matter if it's personal, it doesn't matter if it's business. These 5 steps that I'm going to teach you today, right here, will get you to the next level. So if you're truly serious, then you're going to pay attention to these 5 steps. Meaning, go get you a piece of paper. So don't just listen. Don't forget, this is not just a listening channel. Go get you a piece of paper. Go get you a pen. Come back. Even if you have to pause this live, right? Now, well, you can't pause the live, specifically if you're watching a live. But say afterward or right now, take this moment. I'm gonna give y'all some moments. If somebody needs to go get a piece of paper and a pen, this is the time to do so. Because this is not a just, look channel. This is not just a let me sit back and just hear what she has to say. This is a take action channel because clarity loves speed. You know what speed loves? Action. That's the only way you can encounter speed is through action. Think about it. If you're inactive, is that even speed? No, that's the total opposite of it. So now that you got your paper and you got your pen, let's talk about this crown method. Now, this is something that's very dear, and I want y'all to really take heed of this. Now, we're gonna go through this. I know we probably won't get like in, deep as if we is in a session or something, but I definitely want to give y'all the overall frame of this crown method so you can then take it, utilize it, and apply it. Like take it, review it, and apply it. The first thing we're going to talk about is the C. So in the crown method, we have the C. Now the C is for getting clarity, right? Clarity on what it is you truly want. Most of us in this lifetime, we don't know really what we want for as our business because we don't know what we want for as ourselves. If you don't truly understand what you value, if you don't truly understand your principles, how do you understand what it is that you truly want to do in life? How can you understand what it truly is? I don't care what it is. I don't care if you start your own business or if you're applying for a 9 to 5. How can you know what area to be applying in? If your values and goals, if you love pets and you like, oh my gosh, I would do anything for pets, then everything you applying yourself to should revolve around pets, right? If that's something you want to do for your life, you want to take care of them, then that's where if you're whether you're doing a 9 to 5, it should be something dealing with pets. And rather, even if you're an entrepreneur, maybe you start up I don't know what they call it, a babysitting company or a washing company where they shower the pets or where they're grooming, right? But these are things that we need to think about and getting clear on what it is we truly value. That how you think I became a clarity coach? I didn't just throw that out there, no. Because one of the things I truly value is understanding, understanding, communication, positivity, family, respect. The things I teach on are the things that I value the most. That's why I didn't just consider myself a life coach. Because yes, I value life, but I want to get what do I really value about life? What I value most about life is helping other individuals build their self up. I like building your self esteem. I like telling you how much you can do it. I like telling you that you can get it done. I like helping you, get through your tears. wipe them away, and move forward. But first, in order for us to move forward, how can you move forward if you don't even understand what it is that you truly value? And that's why that's the first thing that you must understand. So if you got your pen and paper, write it down. What are the things that you truly value? What are the things that you truly would do if you didn't get paid for it? I value positivity. Is that what you value? I value family. I don't know what you value. I value respect. So we have to figure out what we value as a person, not what our parents value. What do you value? Okay. So that's C. Now, the R is for reality. Okay. Because we focus on the facts, not feelings. So, what is the reality of the situation? What is the reality of it? The fact over the feeling. We have to get honest with ourselves. And what do I mean by that? What's the reality of why the reality of, okay, let's say you start with clarity. Let's go back for Queen A. Well, for me, I value customer service, I value family, I value positivity. Well, the fact over feeling, I may feel a certain way. I may feel that, oh, I don't like the way they're doing this and I don't like the way they're doing that. But the fact is that if I value respect, if I value, communication, if these are things that I value, then my attitude and my actions should match. You see how that goes? So, what is the fact versus feeling when it comes to whatever it is that you truly value? The C. Whatever you wrote down for C, let's get into the facts versus feelings over that. Like, what is the fact that can keep me moving forward versus the feelings that's been keeping me stuck in this same situation? Okay. So for Queen A, yes, the feeling is that, okay, I feel that I feel that, well, um if I mean, it's a lot of things I can say. I feel. I feel. Matter of fact, this is a perfect one. I feel that we have to do more and stop focusing on the children, and these parents need to get out the street and they doing all this and they just want to shake their butt and they out on the street and it's not healthy for our young ladies that's growing up. That's how I feel. The fact is that if I feel like that, then I need to come out here and instead of downplaying people and instead of undercutting them, then what I need to do is the fact is I need to find them where they at and talk to them and plant motivation in them, instill in them, let them know just how much they are valued. Just let them know how much they can do something different. Talk to them. Understand why they feel that that is the need for that is what they need to do, not downplay. See, I make videos on it, but it's not dogging nobody. It's just the truth. It's a difference. So that's the R, reality. What is the fact over the feeling? Most times in life, we can't move on, especially entrepreneurs, because we stuck on our feelings. Well, I don't like this person, so I don't want to do business with them. Well, I don't like their attitude. I just don't like them. Maybe I just don't like their movement or whatever they stand for, right? But what is the fact? The fact is, the organization, for me, the fact will be, does the organization that they associate themselves with, do they need my help? Yeah, I might not like the way they move. Do they need my help? And if they need my help, then I'm willing to give that, regardless of the fact. I mean, regardless of the way I feel. Because the fact is, everybody deserves to be overcome self doubt and build their confidence with clarity. That's the fact. I have to put my feelings out the way sometimes because it ain't no telling who I'm going to encounter. So if I encounter somebody that I had beef with back in the days, do I, when I was in my 20s or something, do I stop and not apply my best to their company? That's a question that we have to start asking ourselves. And I believe a lot of us are is scared to do so. That's why the world live on feelings. Oh man, I don't like the way he played me. I just don't, you know. Well, the fact is, instead of indulging on it, well, you can just back up. You don't have to deal with certain people. You don't have to bash people, to not deal with them. Like I say, it's levels. Okay. Now that's R. And then we got the O. Now the O is for ownership. Are you taking ownership of the situation? So if the situation is going greatly, if you figured out the C, you know what you're clear on, right? Then you figured out, okay, well, the fact over feeling that can help me move forward is this. And then, am I going to take ownership of the way I'm going? And if I'm not moving in the way that I need to be moving, why not? Am I taking ownership of that as well? Because when you're an aspiring entrepreneur, or when you're a young to middle age adult and you're trying to overcome self doubt, that can weigh heavy on you. It can weigh heavy. And you'll start pointing fingers at everybody but yourself. But we teach taking ownership, because if you take ownership, it's easier to let things go. You don't have all that stress once you take ownership. You like, oh, you know what, man, this didn't work out, and then you like, well, like for instance, well, I wasn't able to upload some photos. I needed to record some videos for a client of mine that I work with who's work heavy with the city. And my camera was full, my storage was full, right? And I was so mad that my phone wasn't working and I had to bring out my camcorder. I got it done on the camcorder, but after the whole event, I couldn't even, I'm saying my phone was storage was so full where I couldn't take a picture. I couldn't do nothing on my phone. After the day after, literally, I went to Metro and they taught me that all I had to do was delete all my photos and stuff in my phone because it was automatically backed up in my Google photos, and which is connected to my Google, so it's not deleting. You know what I mean? And at first, I was so mad, like I would have found out the day after, but then I had to take ownership of that because really I could have had been when I been knew that my phone was getting full, right? I could have been figured that out had I took the time. But it wasn't until where I was forced to take the time because nothing was working on my phone that I was able to figure that out. But again, that was taking ownership, that it was me. I could have been had this done. But I chose to wait until the last minute to where my phone ain't doing nothing no more and take it to the phone store. That's why I ask, are we taking ownership? Because a lot of times it don't matter even in your personal or in business life. We don't take ownership. We blame everybody else. If it wasn't for your daddy or your grandma or your brother says he's gonna do this, I don't know why I ain't do that. Your uncle, everybody but you. Are you taking ownership of why you're in the situation? Because every situation that you have been in, and even to where you at today, it stems from the situations that stem from the choices that you have made. So we have to be honest with ourselves about the choices that we're making. Are you being honest with yourself? Or are you? Just asking. Okay, so take ownership, and if you are moving in the direction that you need to be in, that's great. Take ownership of that and give yourself a pat on the back. Love on yourself. We don't love on ourselves enough. Give yourself that hug. We don't hug ourselves enough, right? And then W, we have the W, which is will. You know, do you have the will to get it done? Whatever you wrote down as what what you being clear on what it is you truly want out of life and what your true values and principles are. Once you focus on the fact over feelings, And once you've taken ownership, do you have the willpower to finish it through and get it done? Like, do you have the willpower? Whatever it is. So for me, do I have the willpower to see it through? Yes, I do. I have the willpower to make sure I keep going, to make sure that I'm building clarity out here in the neighborhood and to see through that I get it done. If that's something I truly value, that's what my principles are. Do I have the willpower to make sure that I'm staying in that direction? Do you have the willpower to make sure that you are staying in line with your visions and your goals that is focused on what your principles is? That's in line with your principles. Do you have the willpower to get that done? And if not, then you need to start over. Go back to the C. Because whatever it is that you truly want in life, you will have the willpower to get it done. Okay, so if you feel like I don't know about all that, go back to the C. All right, and figure it out. Okay, now, last but not least, now the N is for now. If you know Queen A, I teach. We do things now, today, because tomorrow don't ever come. We know what they say, tomorrow don't come. So start working on your plan now. Start working on whatever it is that you came up with to get you further, to get you closer to in line with your principles and your goals and your visions. Then that's what you need to do. So if the job that you have today, if whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you're a 9 to 5er, it doesn't matter. If it's not aligned with your true visions and your true goals and what it is you truly want in life, then you need to start over and get another job that is aligned with that. You will be happier. You will feel better about going to work. You will have less stress, less fear. You won't have too much self-doubt because you'll be living in your truth. And that's what we teach here. I hope y'all got something from that. All right, C, clarity on what it is you truly want in life. What is it? And it must be aligned with your values, right? What is it that you truly value? And that lets you know what you truly want out of life. The R, focus on the facts over feelings, real. So the R is for reality. We focus on the facts over feelings. So what is the fact over feelings when it of what you can do to get you closer to your goals, right? Or what you want to be or what you want to do in life. And then we got the O. Are you taking ownership of why it is, why you're getting it done, or why you are not getting to your goal? But you must take ownership of it. And then we have the W. Do you have the willpower to see it through? And if you don't, go back and start over again. I ain't say give up. You see, I said go back and start over again. We don't give up over here. So just start back, start over. It's okay. We all have done it. The greats, everybody has done it. Okay? And then we got the N, which is now. Start today because tomorrow not ever comes. So make sure that y'all are making them plans today, not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. All right. My name is Queen A, your clarity coach. I hope you got something from this. Make sure that you share this video with others who may be in need of overcoming self doubt. Make sure that you also subscribe so you can see more of how to build your confidence with clarity. And if nobody else loves you, you already know Queen A does. Later. I'm out. If I can end it.